you know, I do these non-linear exercises. I started doing these non-linear exercises, which in some spaces they call that functional, you know, not maybe so much in the modern world, but like just consider like lifting heavy things. And if you could say like gardening, farming, weeding, just movement, expressive beings that are dynamic and not linear. We're not linear. And so I've done a lot of linear movement, linear workouts in my 20s. Not all, but you know, lifting weights and stuff. And that serves its purpose. But if our goal is to be like flexible and sustainable, it's good to kind of shock the body or change it up and do different things. This creates not only it exposes your body to different movement and stress, so it becomes more exposed to these stresses. And it's like a holistic thing. It's like the trust build, the add flexibility increases, and this will mirror in your life, in your flexibility and your ability to respond to life situations that are stressful and uncertain and unknown, which is life. And so, yeah, it's a holistic experience when you engage in this kind of movement. And, you know, the last few years I took a break from exercising linearly and just in general. I went through like a healing phase, and after, you know, 10 years of my life doing kickboxing and linear weightlifting, and so getting back into it, but as getting back into my more active lifestyle like I was in my 20s, but from a more sustainable place and with like a different perspective, a holistic perspective. And what I also wanted to say was, like, you know, people walk by and they kind of look at me and they're like, oh, interesting, you know, like, because I'm doing movements that are kind of like look weird or look awkward or just different. And even them witnessing me is probably a good thing for them in their brain, like seeing something random or different, because we are kind of humans like certainty, and routine isn't bad, you know, ritual and structure isn't bad or wrong. Like, you live your life however you want to, but if your goal is to grow and expand and be sustainable, being aware and paying attention to how we're clinging on to the familiarity and our routines from fear, and how they're not serving our expansion but becoming more of a constraint. Again, I think structure and routine does provide, you know, consistency and expansion and growth, but sometimes we can go too far in one direction and they become more of a limitation rather than supportive structures for expansion. So yeah, that's my flow for today. And one last thing, all these things that I'm talking about are things that have to do also with the craft of performance art and acting. Like, everything that I'm talking about, like authenticity and being present with the moment and allowing for innovation and newness and freshness, right? I used to do plays, like the same plays for 3 nights in a row with the same lines, but we needed to keep it authentic and fresh. And how do we do that? Presence and letting go of and being unattached to you know, the certainty. So my whole life as a performance artist is now being applied intentionally for reality creation and sustainable reality creation, because reality is an experience we're co-creating, and performance art is an experience I'm co-creating. Anyway.